the Julio Jones saga. And this week, Julio Jones will be traded. I mean, the story's coming out. Schefter came out that there will be a trade this week. And you know who's in the lead to get him? Seattle.
What?
The Seattle Seahawks are in the lead now with Vegas. Have Seattle winning and making the trade for Julio Jones. And if they could get Julio Jones, I mean, they've been known to give up first rounds, but they don't have any first rounds because the Jets got it. I mean, but there are stories coming out of Seattle that they're willing to give up a second round and possibly a fourth round for Julio Jones. What are you guys' thoughts with Julio Jones going to Seattle if this happens?
Doesn't make sense for either team. The Falcons.
Why not?
The Falcons need defense. The Seahawks don't have that. The Falcons need draft picks. The Seahawks really don't have much of that. And
second and a fourth.
The Seahawks, the one thing they do have is receivers. They don't need receivers. They just drafted one in the second round for some weird reason. Lockett and Metcalf are fine. They have a passing attack and don't have anything else. They don't have.
You put Julio Jones on the other side of Metcalf. They don't have the best wide receiving duo in the league.
Okay. And what else do you have? What else do you have?
You have Lockett. You have 3 dominant wide receivers that can catch the ball.
No, I know that, but what else besides a passing attack do you have on that team? You're basically the Dallas Cowboys.
That's fine. And you can win like that. And Seattle has won like that year in and year out. Now, their defense is definitely weak. They added some defensive players in the draft. We'll see what they could do defensively. But you put Julio Jones with DK Metcalf and Lockett, you have one of the most explosive offenses in the league. And that would make your quarterback happy. And that's what they need to do. Keep Russell Wilson happy.
You don't have to hope that the rest of the
You're wrong, Speedy, on this one, too. You're wrong on this one, too.
I don't get how you can't say it wouldn't help the Seahawks.
Because
I think you're getting a top 5 receiver in the league. How does it not help Seattle?
Because they need so much other things where that money is better well spent on helping out your defense, helping out your offensive line.
At the same time, Speedy, there's really nothing defensive that they can really get to upgrade right now, so you might as well just upgrade something to make your quarterback happy.
Right, but again, Atlanta's in the same boat too, where Atlanta has to upgrade on defense. So why would they also trade with the Seahawks to begin with? Seattle and Atlanta right now are
that's the story right now. That's the story right now. They're saying Seattle is the lead. So what are you saying? You know more than anybody else does?
No. I'm not saying that it doesn't it doesn't mean they're a favorite. I'm not reporting on what people are saying. I'm saying it doesn't make sense for either team when Seattle and Atlanta right now are very similar.
They're trying to make their quarterback happy, Speedy. Do you not understand that? He wants out. He's been talking about it. They're not building around him.
Atlanta and Seattle even similar, though. Seattle's got a way better quarterback than even Atlanta does. It's not even close. So how does it make the...
I'm talking strengths and weaknesses of the whole roster construction. I know Russell Wilson's a lot better right now than Matt Ryan, but I'm talking about the roster construction of Seattle, the roster construction of Atlanta. They have very similar strengths and weaknesses. When you make trades, you usually do it to either, one, rebuild, which they're both in similar situations to do that, or two, try to trade a strength for a strength of another team and make both teams better. That's what you try to do in a trade. Seattle and Atlanta are too similar.
Sending Jamal Adams to Seattle, did that make the Seattle Seahawks better?
No.
Okay, so why did they do it?
I don't know why they traded as much as they did for Jamal.
All right, there you go. So they did it, even though you said that they make the team better. It didn't make the team better.
It still wasn't neat.
Made them worse.
Time. It was still
really giving up 2 first-round draft picks for Jamal Adams.
I didn't say the package was good. No,
I'm saying it wasn't a need. It made the Jets better, and it probably made the Seattle Seahawks worse.
Who was the Seahawks safeties before Jamal Adams?
It doesn't matter. What did they played better without Jamal Adams in the lineup.
Okay, but that doesn't justify the trade either way.
Well, what does justify Julio Jones? If you send Julio Jones over there to the Seattle Seahawks, are they a better team? Yes or no?
A little bit, but not much.
A little bit.
Oh, not a little bit.
Come on. Little bit?
Josh, you're improving an area that's already strong, and Julio Jones is not going to get the same amount of targets either. You're going to downgrade each other's.
You're going to have to double team one or the other. You're going to open up the field. It's going to take pressure off the offensive line. What are you talking about?
The offensive line is still a different role altogether.
Well, first of all, Speedy, if you have 3 legitimate wide receivers that are all-stars, okay, Julio Jones that you need to double team. If you don't double team him, he is going to catch the ball. He's going to outrun you. He's going to outleap you. He's going to out everything with you. He is going to be able to run routes, faster routes, and open up the field for the other players, the Lockett's, the DK Metcalfs. It's going to make them better. It's going to make the offense a lot better. They were one of the best offensive teams in the league. They're going to be even more explosive this year with the wide receivers that they have. And is it going to make them better? It's going to make them extremely better because you're adding a top-end wide receiver. Yes, he's 32 years old, but Julio Jones in the right offense, on the right team, is going to be elite.